An unexpected highlight at the G7 summit in Fasano in Italy. Prime Minister Narendra Modi meeting the Ukrainian President Volodomyr Zelenskyy at a time when Ukraine is center stage in talks here. By meeting the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy over here in Italy, the Prime Minister has sent a strong message. While India does have excellent relations between Russia, we've also got great ties with Ukraine. India is equidistant. The focus is absolutely clear. It's only through dialogue and diplomacy that the Ukraine war can come to an end. But there have been other key meetings as well. The Prime Minister meeting France's Emmanuel Macron. That meeting comes shortly after Macron announced snap polls back home, and also comes at a time when New Delhi and France are negotiating for 26 more Rafale fighter jets, this time for the Indian Navy, in a deal worth more than 50,000 crores. In his meeting with the British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, another leader who faces election soon, Prime Minister Modi focused on defence, security, trade and economic collaboration. India and the United Kingdom are also in the middle of negotiations for a free trade agreement. This isn't the first time that an Indian Prime Minister has been called to G7. In fact, it's the 11th occasion. Each one very important, but this one particularly significant because it's the first foreign trip being made by the Prime Minister after he was sworn in for a record third term. It is also an important occasion for the Prime Minister to reach out to some of his closest Western allies, the United States, the United Kingdom, France, Italy, Germany, and to the east to the Prime Minister of Japan as well. Other key meetings, Prime Minister Modi in talks with Japan's Prime Minister Kishida and Germany's Chancellor Olaf Scholz and Italy's Prime Minister Georgia Meloni.
There is respect for what India is today in terms of the dynamism, the technology adoption, the fast trajectory towards a quality growth, I would say. So this is perceived as something to be respected, to be admired, and I would say also a great opportunity to draw investments from India to Italy.
In addition to the high-level G7 engagements, India has also been involved in focused conversations on the Indo-Pacific region, Africa, climate change, migration and artificial intelligence. What has, however, been missing from this short 24-hour visit of the Prime Minister is a mega diaspora event. This has been a Modi signature event in all parts of the world. This time around, he was greeted by officials at Brindisi Airport. When he arrived at 11:30 p.m. last night, he departs at 11:30 p.m. tonight. India isn't a member of the G7. However, India has been called because we are increasingly seen as a voice of the global south. When the G7 was formed, it was essentially a grouping of the world's most powerful economies. But that's changed substantially. India is now the world's fifth largest economy. As an economy, we are larger than the host nation, Italy, France and Canada as well. This visit, however, is important because it does set the agenda for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's foreign policy. In Bari, with camera person Rakesh Singh, Vishnu Shom for NDTV.